Welcome to my second rant of the day. I'm playing Kirby Air Ride right now, but I had to stop so I could do this rant real quick. But I can't wait to get back playing Kirby Air Ride in honor of his 15th anniversary. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about in this rant, we have a cast member of Martin turning 15 years old. Turning 50 years old today. Guess which cast member of Martin that I'm talking about? Tisha Campbell Martin, or just Tisha Campbell. My thoughts about her turning 50 years old is this. As Martin would say, "Damn, Gina, I can't believe you're now 50 years old." And she don't even look 50. She look more like she's still in her 20s or 30s. Yes, actress and singer Tisha Campbell is now the big 5-0. Just like the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith. For those of you that grew up in the 90s like I did, you all know Tisha Campbell as the character Gina Waters Payne on Martin Lawrence's 90s sitcom on Fox, Martin, from 1992 to 1997. After her Martin days, she went on and played the character Jay Kyle on Damon Wayans' sitcom for ABC, My Wife and Kids, from 2001 to 2005. Then, she went on to play in another TV show for Lifetime, Rita Rocks, from 2008 to 2009. Another TV show for Lifetime, The Protector, in 2011. And on the ABC sitcom Dr. Kim from 2015 to last year. And she also played in a couple of movies such as Little Shop of Horrors with her Martin co-star Tichina Arnold, who plays Pam, School Days, Another 48 Hours, Boomerang, the first 3 House Party movies, Sprung, Down to Earth, The Last Place on Earth, Pastor Brown, and Blind Spotting. In 1992, Tisha Campbell released her debut album, Tisha, which did not sell very good. It only sold 40,000 copies. That is not good for an album to sell 40,000 copies. The first single of the album was Push. If you remember, in that episode of Martin variety show where Gina was actually singing that song, and it was actually a song sung by Tisha Campbell. Push, you got to push, you got to push. Man, that song never gets old. It's definitely a classic. She also recorded the song Don't Ask My Neighbor with her Martin co-star Tichina Arnold off of the Sprung soundtrack. In 2015, she released a new single called Still Here. And in 2016, she released another song called Lazy Bitch, This Ain't Gina. And this year, she released another single called I Don't Want to Be Alone, featuring Rich the Kid. In November 1996, Tisha Campbell left the Martin show during the show's 5th and final season. And in January of 1997, she filed a lawsuit against Martin Lawrence and the show's producers on the counts of sexual harassment both on and off set of Martin. Also, verbal and physical assaults were involved. Martin was obsessed and had a crush on Tisha to the point that he started stalking her. Her ex-husband, Dwayne Martin, didn't like Martin Lawrence, or he didn't like the scenes of the show where Martin and Gina were kissing. Perhaps This will jog your memory. In the TV show Martin, Martin and Gina were a married couple, so they're supposed to kiss. What do you expect? I guess he has some kind of jealousy in him. That's why Tisha Campbell was on Martin. By April of '97, she won the lawsuit and she agreed to come back for the last 2 episodes of Martin under one condition, that she must not do any scenes with or interact in any way with Martin Lawrence. You know how in the last 2 episodes, California, Here We Come, one of them would walk in a room and the other would walk out, and obviously Martin fans were not happy about that because they want to see them in the same scene together, not separated. But I gotta tell you, if Martin never got into them drugs, never acted all arrogant and jealous, and didn't sexually harass Tisha Campbell, I'm pretty sure Martin would have lasted longer than 5 seasons. I'm pretty sure it would have lasted until like season 8. That way Martin would have ended after the 1999-2000 season. But you know what they say, jealousy is a sickness. All it does is gonna hurt yourself and hurt others. I don't blame Martin Lawrence for having a crush on Tisha Campbell. I mean, a lot of fans of Martin who are guys, such as myself, had a crush on Tisha Campbell back when they were younger. And to this day, they still do. And if you guys haven't noticed, the longest beef between Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell is officially over. They squashed it on the first day of Black History Month at Morton's Steakhouse in Berkeley, California. TMZ caught up with Tisha Campbell, Martin Lawrence, and Tichina Arnold talking about a possible reboot of Martin. Martin Lawrence said, "Never say never." But I am happy that Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell finally settled their differences after so long. I don't know why it took them so long to squash their beef. They should have done that a long time ago, especially before Tommy passed away. But that's good that Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell are finally on good conditions once again. But I still can't believe Tisha Campbell is now 50 years old and she don't even look 50. That's crazy. You ever get the feeling how one of your favorite celebrities turns like 40 or 50, and then in the back of your mind you're going to be like, this person don't even look 40 or 50. They look younger than 40 or 50. But yeah, man, that wraps up my second rant of the day, celebrating Tisha Campbell's 50th birthday. I just can't believe that she's now 50 years old. We will always remember her as Gina Waters-Payne from Martin. I mean, her role in My Wife and Kids was good too, but she didn't shine as she was during her days on Martin and during her days making the first 3 House Party movies. In the meantime, for those of you that grew up watching Tisha Campbell since the 90s, let me know, what are your thoughts about her turning 50 years old? Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys. I'm thinking about doing a third rant of the day, which I still need to talk about the rematch between Bobby Lashley and Kevin Owens that aired this past Monday on Monday Night Raw. I'm thinking about doing that later on tonight while I'm watching Toonami on Adult Swim. In the meantime, I'll catch you guys later on tonight talking about the rematch between Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley. Happy 50th birthday, Tisha Campbell, also known as Gina from Martin.